Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be teaching you how you can make this GFX that's on screen right here. I did a video like this maybe 1 or 2 years ago, but it wasn't really the best quality, so I'm going to be doing it again. So first thing you want to do is make sure you have Roblox Studio open, and you're going to click on this load character icon right here. If you don't have the plugin, I'll leave it down in the link in the description so you guys can get it. So once you click on that, you're going to look up your name right here or whatever character you want to do. So that's me right there. And then as you can see, your character is going to spawn in the ground a little bit. By the way, this only really works for blocky characters. So for anyone else that has all the different character type, I'm sorry. So if your character spawns in the ground like this, you want to go over here and change these values to 0, 3, 0. Once you change that, your character should be standing on the base plate normally. As you guys can see, my hat's a little messed up. If your hat's also a little messed up, you can just click on the hat from over here and scale it up or do what you have to do to fix it. So as you can see, I fixed mine. So anyways, first thing you want to do is go to your character in the Explorer. You want to make sure that you have these two opened up, properties and Explorer. I'm gonna go to workspace and look for your character. My character's name is KK Mio. You're gonna right click on it and click on export selection. Once you clicked on export selection, you want to go to downloads or whatever folder you have that you want to put this in. I'm going to put it in my downloads. I'm just naming KK Mio and save. And then if I have hats, I'm going to go here and find my hat. As you guys can see, this is my hat. So we're going to right click on it and do the same thing. Export selection, KK Mio hat, and save. If you have multiple hats, you can want to hold down control and then just press the left mouse click button. So you can select all your hats at once and put it on your character. So we're actually done with this part. That's all you really need to do, and you can actually close out of Roblox Studio. Now what you want to do is go to the link in the description. You want to download this Paint Rig V3. This is actually the template that you're going to be using. Once you download it, you can open it up. So once you open it up, make sure you have this opened up at the top. So I'll zoom in here. So as you can see, you want to click on this folder icon and you want to click on this handle one diff. This should be your character. If it comes out weird, you might have to go back in Roblox Studio, redo it, troubleshoot. It's gonna be kind of weird at first if you have like those new Roblox faces that they give you that's like kind of animated. So you want to click on open image, and as you can see, mine is normal. If you guys are trying to get your hat in here, you want to go over here to where it says file, go all the way down to import, go to wavefront.obj. You want to click on KK Mio hat or whatever your hat name was. Don't click on MTL, you want to click on OBJ. So once you click on OBJ, import it, and if it see as mine is like kind of messed up on the face, you can just move it around. So I'll just I'll select it and I'll move it up a bit. There. Now what you want to do to start modeling, what you want to do here is actually click on the avatar, and you want to click on object mode right here down here in the corner and make it say pose mode. Once it says pose mode, you can pose it however you like. So I'm just gonna pose mine real quick and I'll be right back with you guys. All right guys, so once you finally have your character modeled out, what you want to do so you have lighting so it doesn't come out black and you can't really see your character, you want to click on this add button and you want to make sure you click on this light button. Once you do that, click on spot, whatever one you want to choose. You raise this spotlight up just like so. If it's just like your character, then you don't have to do too much fancy lighting or anything like that. So you can just do this. And once you've done that, you actually have to go into this tab all the way over here. All the way on the end, this circle that has like a little line on it. It's like a shiny circle. It's going to be called the viewport shading button. Once you click on that, you can actually see your lighting and how it turns out. So for me, you want to turn your lighting up to like maybe 1,000. Try 1,000 real quick. 1,000 didn't really do much, so I'm going to actually turn my power on my lighting up more. So like maybe 10,000. Which actually does a lot more. And if you want, you can actually change the color of it. So if you want like different lighting or anything like that on your character. So let's say I wanted like maybe like some purple lighting on my character. I can actually choose that if that's what I want. So I guess I'll just choose that for this tutorial. You guys can just go with the normal white lighting if you'd like that. So as you can see, it's just the top portion of my body that's getting lit up. What you want to do is also click on add right here, and then click on light, and then area. Now this part is a little bit laggy for you. You can also go back to viewport shading, which is a lot easier to do what you need to do. You want to make sure you pull this, you angle it just how I have my angle, so it's like pointing right at the character. I'm gonna move this back a little bit and scale it up just a tad. Make sure it actually is able to get the entire character into the frame. I'm gonna make this a little bit smaller because it's too big. So now you can go back into your viewport shading. I'm gonna do the same color I did last time, just a purple, and then we'll change the power on it to like a 10,000. Actually 10,000 is a little too much, as you can see. So what you do after that is you just change it to maybe 1,000. So I'm gonna do. So yeah, 1,000 is pretty good. It's right in a sweet spot for me. So after you're done with that, you actually want to go over to this tab on the side. I think it's this one. Oh, it's this one. It's the render tab. You want to click on this denoise button right here. This denoise button. And then you want to click on this motion blur button. Open up this film section. And then you want to make sure you click on this transparent button, which will make it transparent when you render out the image. So once you're done with that, you can actually click on this add button right here. And what you want to look for is a camera. So as you can see, I found a camera right here. And you want to move this to your liking. So you can rotate and move your camera however you'd like. You can rotate it around. Now, if you want to see your camera, you can click on this camera button over here. They can actually see through the view of your camera. Now, what you want to do, if you're using this for something else, you can actually change the width, height, and all that of your camera. You just want to make sure you go to this, I think it might be this. Yeah, it's this little photo icon right here. Now, for me, since I'm using this as a thumbnail for this YouTube video, I'm going to make sure that my resolution is at 1920 by 1080. If any of you guys are using this as like maybe a profile picture, make this like maybe a square. So like 1920 by 1920, 1080 by 1080, 2000 by 2000. For a Roblox game icon, you want to make this 512 by 512 because that's the one that Roblox supports. Now, once you're done with that, you can go over here, click on this button at the top. And you want to click on sculpting. You want to make this say shading. So once you've opened up the shading thing, you want to go down here, click on object, world. So right here, you want to press the shift button and do shift A, shift plus A. Then you want to go down to texture and click on environment texture. Once you're done with that, you can get rid of this background. So just click on it, press backspace. Actually, no, I don't think backspace works. Click on it, right click, and then do delete. And then you want to drag this all the way over here to surface. Now, what you want to do next is actually go here and go to polyhaven. I actually have one that I actually use. It's called this Christmas one. So I'm gonna leave this one link in the description if any of you like it. But if you want to find your own, just go down to polyhaven down in the description and look for anyone that you want. So for me, I'm gonna change this from saying 1K over to 8K. Change the EXR. This right here is optional, but I recommend use 4K and up. So I chose 8K. Make EXR say HDR. They just want to download it. It won't take too long to download. As you can see, it's already done. So when you're done with that, you want to go back to Blender, and then you want to click on open. Click on Christmas Photo Studio or whatever the download name is. Open the image, and then you can actually see it by clicking on this shiny ball from earlier. Click on this, and it's actually going to alter the image a little bit. So like if I didn't have this, it would probably look a bit different. I'm not going to undo it. Actually, I will. So yeah, when you undo it, it just doesn't really look that nice. And when you put it back on, you can very well see the difference in lighting there. So next thing you want to do is actually go over here to the top. Once you are done, if you're not done, you want to go back, maybe fix some things. You actually have to go back to this default tab right here. But when you are done, you just go over here, click on render image, and it's going to take a little while. As you can see up here in the top, I think somewhere it tells you how long it's going to take right here. So for me, it's just going to take 2 minutes, and I'll get back with you guys when this is actually done. Now, once you are done, the remaining time should actually disappear. Once you're done, you actually have to click on this image button, click on save. I'm gonna click on save as, actually click on save as, and then save it wherever you want, and then you want to name it whatever you want. So I'm gonna name this tutorial. I'm just gonna save this image. Now you actually want to make sure this is saved if you plan on just getting rid of this file and not going back in here. So as you guys can see, I actually have this saved. I spelled tutorial wrong, but that's okay. And you can actually close out of it, or if you're willing to actually save this, come back to it, you close out of this thing right here, file, and then you just save the save as. So for me, I'm just gonna close out of it because I don't need it anymore. So for those using your GFX for YouTube, or maybe anything that has maybe a file limit on it, you wanna come over here to Optimizilla. It's an image compressor. You wanna click on upload files. You wanna upload your file. And it's not gonna take too long. You just have to wait a little bit. And there, as you can see, it took mine from 912 kilobytes to 241 kilobytes. So what you actually want to do is make sure you click on this download button right here, and you're pretty much done. That's pretty much it for today's video. If you guys did like this video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe if you'd want to, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.